Hey, we're Northside. This piece is called The Night I Should Have Stayed Home. Freshman year, I took my chances at the homecoming dance. My short hair and menswear made playing Spot the Lesbian all that much easier. I ate way too many Doritos, and I didn't dance at all.
I get so dizzy when I'm upside down on my back on a playground slide, split ends in the dirt, and the only word I knew was no. No, his fingertips felt like gravel and were restless in their procession. Busted button on my jean jacket heat bit, the thin layer of skin on my neck, a layer that's nearly invisible. Everyone had left the park. When had everyone left?
When I left the party, I left my coat behind too, saving my seat for when I came back.
If I came back.
I had every intention of sliding out the door to vanish into the cracks between the bars packed with Saturday night drinkers.
My voice doesn't change when I drink. I show it in the places I end up, the people I touch, or more accurately, the people who touch me.
When I leave the house, I wonder if I will ever return to it or if it will look the same by the end of the night. Sometimes it's easy to take comfort in anxiety to look down as the man with the hollow eyes across the aisle looks up, because at night human connection becomes paranoia.
Then a familiar figure mounted the equipment.
He will help me.
But he just knelt at my shoulders, said,
"Dude, what's taking so long? Everyone's gone."
I was upside down and nothing made sense. I looked at the deserted baseball field from my sideways view.
The street lamps and white painted lines, white frost on grass blades.
The white boys who went to Catholic school jeering at me. That friend wouldn't stop calling me ugly.
Isn't that cute, the way they grind?
Boy, girl, boy, girl.
I sat on the bench by the photo booth, my visions of high school destroyed, and texted my dad, "How soon can you pick me up?"
I didn't leave of my own volition. I was pushed by the speakers taller than I was, pumping Nicki Minaj, by my friend who ditched me to hang out with a 6-year-old, and by the massive people shoved into a room meant for 20, elbows fitting into the spaces between arms and waist,
necks and shoulders,
taking up every last bit of room and leaving none for me.
I don't know if I was crying.
Or if the night chill just felt wet against my cheek.
I doubt his spit could have been so intricate nothing that came out of his mouth ever was.
Come on, dude, she's not even worth breaking curfew. I can't think of a particular night that is more profound than the others, because each time I survive them, I am taught to appreciate what I've learned. Each as beautiful as the next in their 7-hour lifespan.
I stumbled onto the sidewalk and wandered up and down the block, passing the same stores and bars and herds of drunk, blurry students.
Everything
over and
looked
over,
different at night.
stretched and shifted from the streetlights.
It's not that I don't like dancing, except that it makes my feet burn and my back hurt. But it was loud and my pants scratched and my hips don't move like that.
I sat there and I hated. I waited while I hated. I think I hated the friend more. My feeble arms scratched in vain. Blue veins pulsed on his neck. I was not drunk enough to numb this. No one is looking for me right now. I puked later, but it was unrelated to the drinking.
I've never gone back to a high school dance. These sidewalks are confessions. But if you can't see your footprints in them,
how will I even know how far I came?
When I leave the house, I wonder if I will ever return to it or if
it'll look the same by the end of the night.
It looks smaller.
It looks darker.
It looks empty.
It wasn't even worth breaking curfew.